Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome once again to the MTN Arena Lugogo, the home of Uganda's biggest basketball night. It's game 2 of this National Basketball League semi-final series between the City Oilers and the Rezlife Saints. The Oilers drew first blood in game 1, taking a 1-0 lead in this best-of-5 series. Tonight they'll be looking to build on that momentum and put themselves one win away from the finals. Across the floor, the Rezlife Saints know the importance of this contest. A victory levels the series at 1 each, while a defeat leaves them staring at a doubting 2-0 deficit. Expect playoff basketball at its finest. Every possession will matter, every rebound will be contested, and every defensive stop could change the course of the night. The Oilers will rely on their championship pedigree, while the Saints will be eager to respond with energy, resilience, and composure. The atmosphere inside the MTN Arena is electric. Fans from both sides have packed the stands. The players are locked in, and everything is set for another thrilling chapter in this semi-finals battle. The series stands at 1-0 in favor of the City Oilers. Can the Oilers tighten their grip on the series, or will the Rezlife Saints bounce back? There's only one way to find out. It's game 2 from the MTN Arena Lugogo. Let's play basketball. And the referees for tonight's game, David Sefuma, who's the lead referee, assisted by Raymond Ayesiga and Chintu Najib. The starters for City Oil: Joel Banza, Komagum, Jonathan, Bale Fayed, Patrick Rambert, and Joel Kayira. And for the Rezlife Saints, Ajang, Sukafadul, Ekau Edrin, Michael Otieno Gatete, who's the captain for the Saints, and Hon Kwani. Just seconds away from tip-off, and the ball is in the air. Jonathan Komagum wins the tip. Patrick Rambert. Possession back to the Oilers. Patrick Rambert picks up Komagum. Komagum almost turns over, he almost scores. Puts up the ball. Now Michael Otieno commanding traffic. Onto Ekau Edrin, who's guarded by Patrick Rambert. Ekau for the 3. That was in and out. Kayira lips very high. And Joel Banza on the races. Gets the first 2 points of the game. Picture perfect pass coming in from Patrick Rambert. Now Bale Fayed. Mikey Otieno Gatete. Very poor by Ajang. It's just a turnover. The Oilers are 10-time champions in the Uganda Basketball League. They hold the record for most championships. Of course, Falcon stands at 6 championships. Now Kayira posting up on Suka Fadul. Kayira, that's a foul. That's actually a travel. Aggressive defense by Suka Fadul. He just stops Joel Kayira. Banza Joel being very aggressive on Edrin Ekau. Ekau for the 3. That's fails to connect. Rambert, Patrick, the floor general, picks up Komagum. Komagum onto Kayira. Kayira just fails to bury the 2 points. Very poor by Edrin Ekau, was trying to be very cute. Joel Banza playing full court man-to-man defense on Edrin Ekau. Otieno, that's a foul by Patrick Rambert. Mike Otieno will shoot 2 free throws. He finally gets the first one, the first point for the Rezlife Saints. He gets 2 for 2. It was almost a violation. Full court press by the Oilers. Onto Bale, effects for the reload. Bang, bang, you already know. Bale Fayed with the triple. Nicely done by Bale. Just hitting the bullseye and stretching the lead for the Oilers. Now, Otieno again. Picks up Fadul. It's actually a jang, not Fadul. Otieno for the response, and there goes the 3. Mike Otieno ties the game from downtown, cashes in. Onto Bale. Bale onto Komagum. Komagum to Joel Banza. Back to Bale. Now Banza, corner 3. And Banza misses. It was patient by the Oilers, just moving the ball. I think every player on the Oilers team got a piece on that possession. Now Otieno, who has 5 points for the Rezlife Saints, picks up Kwani. And Joel Banza coming through on defense. Aggressive defense by Joel Banza. The Oilers taking turns on Edrin Ekau. Now Ekau for the 3. And Ekau misses. Kaira onto Bale for the 3. Bang, bang! Bale Fayed gets his second triple. And Chris Omanye will be getting ready to come into the game. The first substitution for the Rezlife Saints. Katumba Caleb will take out Mike Otieno Gatete. It's just a side ball to the Oilers. It's 8 points to the Rezlife Saints. It's 8 points to the Oilers and 5 to the Saints. With Mike Otieno on the bench, the Saints should find another person who can score. Mike Otieno already has 5 points. And Hon Kwani was fumbles possession and it goes out of bounds. Now Patrick Rambet directing traffic for the Oilers. Now Kaira back to Patrick. Now Komagum all alone for the 2. And Komagum fails to connect. On Kwani, 3 ball. And Kwani misses again. Last possession. Last touch by Patrick Rambet. Katumba Caleb will inbound for the Saints. Oh my goodness, what was Ajang thinking about? He should have been patient. And Joel Banza steps out of bounds. Another side ball to the Saints again. Edrin Ekau is yet to get a basket. Now Katumba onto Ekau. Nakao cooking, stops on a dime, gets the 2 points. That was smooth by Edwin Nakao. It's down to a 1-point difference. Patrick Bale for the response. Bale in and out. And now Nakao on the races. Tries picking up a jam. And the ball goes out of bounds. 5 minutes, 1 second. First quarter basketball at the MTN Lugogo Arena. Coach Andrew Tendo Senyondwa will make a double substitution. Joel Banza will sit. On comes Jermaine Jr. Vashon and Landry Ndikumana for the Oilers. Vashon, Jermaine Jr. only playing his second game for the Oilers. Onto a cow. That's a foul by Bale. Actually an offensive foul. Ref Najib calls for the offensive foul. And the crowd reacting to that call. I thought Edwin was fouled, but the ref called for an offensive foul. 4 minutes, 59 seconds. Just a 1-point lead for the Oilers. The crowd very, very electric tonight. Possession to the Oilers. Now Bale, guarded by Katumba. Fayed into Vashon. Vashon for the 2. This is everything. And almost gets the offensive rebound. Now Honkwani. Nakao for the mid-range. Yes, there goes Edwin Nakao. That's the 2 points. The Rezlife Saints with a 1-0 lead. That's an offensive foul by Joel Kaira. It's a side ball. And possession to the Saints. Joel Kaira will sit. Titus Lual on the floor. And now another double substitution for the Saints. Obanya Chris and Mabor will come on out the Sukafadula and Honkwani. The Rezlife Saints very locked in defensively, only limiting the Oilers to 8 points in about 6 minutes played in the first quarter. They're slamming the door shut on defense. Katumba Caleb getting Chris Omanya, floats one, and Omanya misses. Patrick picks up Landry Ndikumana, free ball. And Landry misses. Possession back to the Oilers. Landry Ndikumana with an open look. He's very synonymous with Uganda basketball. This is his second stint in the Uganda Basketball League, and for the Oilers, formerly played for Urunani in Burundi. Now Rambet corner 3. The Saints with the rebound. Now Omanya, guarded by Landry. Mabor goes up, gets the 2 points. Beautiful stuff by the Saints and Coach Andrew Senyondwa with the timeout. It's a 3-point lead for the Rezlife Saints. 11 points to the Saints and 8 to the Oilers. All right, welcome back from the break. It's a 3-point lead for the Rezlife Saints. Nice stuff by Adrian Kawowo and company. Just trying to even the series. Masterclass performance by them in the first quarter. Now Vashon. Landry using his body. He picks up Titus to tie the game. And there goes Titus Lual at his best. Now we cow Adrian for the long 2. The cow fails to respond. On to Landry. Valier for the 3, and Vashon with the offensive rebound. That was beautiful stuff by Vashon, Jermaine Jr. And just like that, the Oilers have taken the lead. Now we cow Adrian. Landry with a defensive stop. Vashon on transition. Transition back to the Oilers. Another double substitution for the Saints. Gatete and Suka Fadul will come back into the game, and Rambit will take a breather. Joel Banza will replace Patrick Rambit. Titus with the travel. Now the Saints looking to tie the game. Look at Omanya, just showing off his handles. Looks for options. Picks up Suka Fadul. Mabor for the 3, for the lead. Mabor misses everything. Now Fayed Bale, no team in the bonus. Both teams playing very, very disciplined defense. Bale on to Landry. Landry will shoot 2 free throws. Mabor with the personal foul. The Lugogo MTN Arena is fully packed to the brim today. Fans out here supporting their teams. The semi-finals, game 2 of the playoffs at the MTN Lugogo grounds. And there goes Dikumana. He's actually one of the former MVPs in the Uganda Basketball League. He gets 2 for 2. Nicely done by Landry. Now Otieno, the floor general for the Saints. Joel Banza guarding his fellow countryman. Omanye. Mabor off 1 foot. And that's a pushing foul. Just going to be a side ball. 3rd team foul for the Oilers in the first quarter. Benjamin Kawumi will replace Bale Fayed, but coach Moses Okwera with other ideas calls for timeout. It's 11 points to the Saints and 15 to the Oilers. Go time, 1 minute 23 seconds. 2 in the first quarter. The Rezlife Saints down by 4 points. Had actually taken the lead momentarily. That's a violation. Chris Omanye just failing to inbound the ball on time. Benjamin Kawumi gets an opportunity to showcase his talent. He never played in game 1. He's finally back. Omanye comes to clutch on defense. Now Sentongo fails to save that one. Suka Fadul just trying to pick Sentongo. And Fadul Suka will go to the bench after that turnover. He actually knew it after the poor pass. He knew he was going to go to the bench. On to Titus Lual. Banza Joel. Titus Lual almost turning over. Picks up Vashon. Vashon on to Landry. Beautiful pass. The assist by Vashon. He picks up Landry Ndikumana, who now has 4 points. It's now a 6-point lead for the City Oilers. Mabor goes up and he's fouled by Titus Lual. Mabor will shoot 2 free throws. 36.6 seconds to the end of the first quarter. Interesting game this. And Katumba Caleb will come into the game. That's a defensive substitution. Caleb will try to slow the point guards of the Oilers, and Mabor gets one. He gets the second. Kawumi, Benjamin goes to the basket, and there goes Vashon. Vashon is pushed. That's a pushing foul. Vashon will shoot 2 free throws. Suka Fadul will come back into the game, and Mabor will sit. Katumba Caleb getting his first personal foul. It's 15.3 seconds. Vashon misses. This is 2 for 2. Arguably the last possession of the first quarter. And Katumba turns over. Very poor offense by Katumba. And the crowd is very, very electric. Benjamin Kawowo to beat the buzzer. And that's the end of the first quarter. 13 points to the Rezlife Saints and 17 to the 10-time champions, the City Oilers. Welcome back. Second quarter action. The Oilers up by 4 points. 17 to the Oilers and 13 to the Saints. Coach Justice Mugisha and Ben Komakech, the assistant coaches for the Oilers. Now a cow cooking. Down goes the cow. It's another foul for Landry. Picks up his first personal foul. On Kwani, corner three, and that's a foul by Benjamin Kawowo from beyond the arc. It's going to be 3 free throws for Hon Kwani, who is actually a decent free throw shooter. He'll shoot 3 free throws from the charity line. Benjamin Kawowo with the touch on Hon Kwani's hand. Gets the first one. He still has 2 to go. Gets the second. That was in and out. It's now down to a 2-point game. Gets the third one. It's just 100% on the charity line. Makes it a 1-point difference. Banza Joel picks up Vashon. Banza with a nifty pass, picks up Benjamin Kawumi. And Kawumi fails. Banza Joel with the foul. Picks up his second personal. And those are 3 team fouls for the Oilers. Cow. Cooking. There goes Edrin for the long 2 and nothing but the nets by Edrin Cow. It's actually a 3. It's now a 2-point lead for the Rezlife Saints. Crafty by Edrin Cow. Gets one from deep. And the Saints with a 2-point advantage. On to Vashon for the Oilers. Now Titus Lual. That's a travel by Titus. Offense by the Oilers. Momentum finally shifting. If first quarter belonged to the Oilers, second quarter is going to the Saints. Edwin Cow off 1 foot. The Saints connects. 8 minutes, 17 seconds. Patrick Rembert. That's a turnover. Edwin Cow on the wrestles. Rejected by Titus Lual. Down goes Edwin. It's going to be 2 free throws. Tough night for the Oilers. Edwin Cow just doing his thing on offense. He already has 7 points. He's a leading game scorer so far. Edwin just misses the first one. That's where he should take advantage of the charity line. Gets the second 3-point lead for the Saints. They're to the baskets, almost getting the and one. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Suka Fadul with the pushing foul. It's actually on Chris Omanya. Patrick gets one. Patrick Rembert. Gets 1 for 2. 2-point lead for the Saints. And Omanye for the 3. Just a rebound to the Oilers. Titus Lual, another former MVP in the Ugandan League. Lual misses. Edwin Cow for another step back 3. There goes Edwin Cow. Another cold-blooded 3. Edwin Cow is very, very hot. On to Ndikumana for the response, and Ndikumana banks it in. He uses the glass. It's back to a 1-point difference. Omanya again. Omanya cooking. Pulls up for the 2. Just another rebound to the Oilers. 6 minutes, 32 seconds. Rembet on to Titus. Titus to the basket. And he is fouled. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Bale Fayed will get back into the game. Jonathan Komagum will just get ready to take out Titus Lual. And Chris Omanya will sit. Michael Tieno back on the floor. And Titus misses one. He can tie the game on his second attempt on the charity line, of course. He misses 2 for 2. Who are shooting by Titus. It's still a 1-point lead to the Saints. Otieno onto a cow. Nothing but the net. Edwin Ekau with another organic 3. Another cold-blooded 3 by Adrian. He now has 13 points. Now Titus for the 3. And Titus fails to respond. And that's a foul by Ajang. Landon Ndikumana will shoot 2 free throws again. Titus Lual will sit. Jonathan Komagum back on the floor. $25 to the Rezlife Saints and 21 to the Oilers. Landry gets one. Landry gets 2 for 2. Mabor will take out Ajang. Both teams in the borders. 2-point lead for the Rezlife Saints. Now Mabor posting up on Jonathan Komagum. Now Rambert. That's a kick ball. Possession back to the Oilers. Five minutes, 14 seconds. Bashon to the basket. Beautiful move by Bashon. Actually misses. And Ndikumana tries to clean the glass. This is rebound by Suka Fadul. That was a nice move by Vashon. It was just unlucky. Now Mabor guarded by Landry. Now a cow was crossing over. Pass it out to Michael Tieno. And Suka Fadul just fails to finish. He was all alone next to the rim. And the crowd thought it was a dunk. 4 minutes, 37 seconds. The cow, corner 3. gets the 2 points. Never shown. Going to Kawowo, now Landry with the 2 points. And they will shoot one more. The Rezlife Saints go to slip on defense. Landry has 11 points. They're only playing double digits for the Oilers. Both teams in the bonus. Very electric crowd at the MTN Arena today. Landry can't miss from the charity line. He makes it a 1 point difference. 27-26, 4 minutes, 15 seconds. And there goes Mike Gatete at his finest. Stretching the lead to a 3 point difference. Rambit response. Patrick Rambit with the long 2. It's back to a 1 point lead for the Saints. 3 minutes, 57 seconds. 29 to the Saints and 28 to the Oilers. Welcome back. What an exciting game this. It's a 1 point lead for the Rezlife Saints. And Otieno Gatete was cold-blooded on offense again. Time from a good foul. There will be 2 free throws. Jonathan Komagum will shoot 2 free throws. It's actually a technical foul on the coach of the Rezlife Saints, and Rambit makes the free throw for the technical foul. It's a 2 point difference. Komagum gets one. Gets 2 for 2. It's now tied at 31 points apiece. Michael Tieno, Captain Michael Tieno. Now Edwin Macau, guarded by Vashon. And that's a foul. Vashon with the foul. Edwin will shoot 3 free throws. Adrian Nekau was very hard to stop. He gets one. He now has 15 points. 3 minutes, 15 seconds. He gets 2 for 2. He stretches it back to a 2-point lead. He fails on his third attempt. And Ndikumana comes through very big with a defensive stop. Kevin Moru will check in. And Adrian Nekau will sit. And also Landry Ndikumana will sit. Joel Kaira back on the floor. Both teams in the bonus, 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Patrick just directing traffic. Patrick for the mid-range, hits the bullseye, ties the game again. End-to-end action here. It's arguably the most exciting game, the most exciting game of the playoffs so far, and it's the most exciting series. On Kwani, onto Mabor. Mabor to the basket. Just a rebound to the Oilers. Patrick Rambert picks up Jonathan Komagum, looking for the and one. He'll shoot 2 more free throws again. Patrick Rambert with yet another assist. 2 minutes, 25 seconds. And finally the Oilers can take the lead. Of course, that's if Jonathan can make the one of the two. And this is the first one. This is the first one. This is 2 for 2. They're still tied at 31 points apiece. It's actually 33 points apiece. Now Kevin Moru for the long 2. And Komagum Jonathan on to Vashon. Vashon stops on a dime. Misses. Gets his own rebound. Now Rambert for the 3, and there goes Rambert with a cold-blooded 3, and just like that, the Oilers with a 3-point lead. Now Otieno rejected by Joel Kaira, and the door is shut. 1 minute 35 seconds. 1 minute 35 seconds. Looks like Adrian Nekau will get back into the game. Hon Kwani will sit. On to Nekau again for the 3. And this time he misses. Another technical foul. Another technical foul to the coach of Rezlife Saints. It's going to be 1 free throw for Patrick Rambert. It's a technical timeout. It's 1 minute 36 seconds. It's a 3-point lead to the Oilers, 33 to the Rezlife Saints. and 36 to the Oilers. Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a technical foul to the coach of the Rezlife Saints. I mean, I thought that was supposed to be an ejection. That's the second technical foul on the bench of the Saints. I mean, the coach is the one who gets the technical, not the players. And both coaches still on the bench. That's tricky. And Rembert misses the free throw. Possession back to the Oilers. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Lots of game stoppages here. Patrick Rambet, the floor general for the Oilers. He has 9 points. And Landon Dekumana with 12. Adrian Akau with 15. And next to him is Mike Otieno. Gateta with 11 points, with 9 points, I beg your pardon. Patrick Rambet. Precious by Patrick. Almost picking up Kaira. And there's an interception. 7 seconds on the 24-second clock. I hope Patrick has noticed. Kaira turns up. Is going for the mid-range. Now Otieno Mike just cooking, showing off his handles. Picks up a cow. A cow for the step back. That was a tough one by a cow. And Otieno back to a cow, sidestep to tie the game. And the cow misses again. Just another rebound. And Vashon on to Patrick. Patrick just takes his time. Vashon on to Gomagum for the long two. And Jonathan misses. 18 seconds on the 24-second clock. Mikey Otieno will run the clock onto Ekau Edrin. Suka Fadul by the Saints. Rambe to beat the buzzer, in and out. And we'll finally come to the end of the second quarter. What an action-packed first half it has been. It's 33 points to the Rezlife Saints and 36 to the Oilers. see you in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, third quarter basketball at the MTN Lugogo Arena. It's game 2 of the best of 5 series, the semi-finals. It's 33 points to the Rezlife Saints and 36 to the Oilers. What a performance by Adrian Nakao in the first half, particularly in the second quarter. He has 15 points and Mike Otieno has 9 points. Patrick Rambett's currently leading. It's actually not leading, it's Landry Ndikumana with 12 points. Patrick Rambett with 9 points. Just waiting for the referee to get the game going. Patrick Rambett, Joel Banza, Titus Lowell, Jermaine Jr. and Landry Ndikumana on the floor for the Oilers. Mike Gatete, Adrian Nakao, Deng, Hon Kwani and Mabor on the floor for the Rezlife Saints. Now Junior posting up as a travel by Jermaine Jr. He goes to the floor. Hon Kwani with the beauty on defense was actually assisted on defense by his teammates. Saints down by 3 points. Mabor out here. The cow for the 3. That's a tough one. He fails to get it. Joel Banza with the rebound. Now Landry posting up. He gets the 2 points. Nice post play by Landry Ndikumana. He got Mabor unaware. Now Otieno Mike. Mabor turns over. Picks up Rambett. Now Banza Joel to the basket. Kicks it out to Rambett. Patrick. And there goes Rambett. Nothing but the heads, and he shows him the too small sign. Shows Adrian Nakao the too small sign, and those are 4 unanswered points by the Oilers. It's now up to a 7-point lead on Kwani. Cooking something. Kwani tough too. Kwani with the air ball. Should beat the 24-second clock. There goes Kwani. Just making 2 points at the buzzer. Down to a 5-point game. Now Vashon with the body control in the air. Just fails to deliver. Adrian Nakao. On to Hon Kwani. Corner 3. Hon Kwani drills 1 from deep. It's now down to a 2-point game. The Oilers, the Saints, have gone on a 5-0 run. The points by Hon Kwani. On to Ndikumana, and Ndikumana is fouled by Mabor. It's going to be 2 free throws for Landry. Patrick Rambett with the find again on offense. Landry now has 13 points. He actually 15 points. Hasn't missed anything from the charity line. I mean, did I jinx him? He finally misses one. Commentator's cuff comes into play. Now Otieno. Jermaine Jr. with the steal. Edwin Ekau fumbles. Possession 2. The Oilers. 7 minutes, 5 seconds. Now Patrick. He has 11 points, except Joel Banza. Titus Lual. Titus with the travel. Titus Lual travels. Still a 3-point lead for the Oilers. Now Vashon. Edwin Ekau with the and one. Vashon was off balance. Edwin Ekau with yet another point. Vashon with his second personal foul. Ekau with 17 points. Ekau very, very hot on offense today. Ties the game. That's a 7-0 run for the Rezlife Saints. Titus Lual to the basket, and this time he's fouled. It's going to be 2 free throws for Titus Lual. The bench of City Oil, of Rezlife Saints, has to be careful if they give the bench the third technical foul. The third technical, the head coach will get out of the arena. If the technical fouls are to the bench, 3 technical fouls to the bench, the coach will get out of the arena. But if the 2 technical fouls are to the coach will still also have to go to the bench, out of the arena. And Titus Lual still struggling. He only has 3 points. He got a triple in the first quarter. And finally he gets one. Titus Lual. With a step through, beautiful move by Hon Kwani with the step through. Into Bukumana. Now Bale Fayed and Vashon with the rebound. And a tough one by Roberts. And the referee thinks there was no foul. And Kwani stops and pops. Gets the triple! Hon Kwani! Cold-blooded 3 from the corner. He stretches the lead to 4 points. Oh my goodness, Hon Kwani. Very hot to stop. Rambit. And Rambit fails. Now Kwani again. Will he go coast to coast? And that's a blocked shot. That's a rejection. Now Vashon. Vashon taking his time. Pulls up for the 2. And Vashon fails. Now Omanja Chris cooking. Now Edwin. Edwin on to Dang for the 2 points. Coach Andrew Tendo with the timeout. It's a 4-point lead. It's actually a 6-point lead for the Rezlife Saints. It's 48 to the Saints and 42 points to the Oilers. What a performance by the Rezlife Saints in the third quarter. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. What a third quarter by the Rezlife Saints. 4 minutes and 27 seconds to go. They have scored 15 points in this quarter to only 6 points for the Oilers. Munaba Edgar on the floor for the first time. Out goes Vashon. Now Bale Fayed tries speaking Komagum. Komagum serves. It's back to Rambert. Rambert cooking onto Munaba. Corner three. And Munaba misses. And that's a backcourt violation. The referees missed that one. And the strip. Now Deng. Onto Kwani. Back to Kwani. 3-ball. I mean, if that 3 had entered, the arena was going to go very, very wild. And Rambert floats one up, and this time he's fouled. That's a pushing foul. It's going to be 2 free throws for Patrick Rambert. Another third personal foul for Chris Omanye. And Patrick misses. And Patrick gets the second. It's a 5-point difference, 3 minutes, 19 seconds. Pressure time here. Now Kwani cooking. Kwani picks up Deng and Suka Fadul. And look at Joel Kaira rising above everyone and getting the rebound. Bale Fayed taking care of the ball. On to Rambert. Now Kaira. Back to Bale. Bale fakes, steps back, pulls up for the 3. And these are going to be three free throws. Edwin Ekau with the foul. Bale Fayed will shoot 3. It's a 5-point difference. Bale gets one. Bale Fayed actually began his trend in the Uganda Basketball League for the Rezlife Saints. Today he's playing against his former employers. Bale misses one. Still a 4-point lead for the Saints. Mike Gatete Otieno will get ready to come into the game. Bale gets 2 for 3. And Kwani will sit. Kwani with 13 points will take a break. It's 48 to the Saints and 45 to the Oilers. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. Third quarter basketball. That's an offensive foul by Mabor. The Rezlife Saints with 5 team fouls already. Mabor picks up his 4th personal foul. I hope the coach has realized. And yes, Deng will get ready to take out Mabor, who has 4 personal fouls. There's been a difference of defense. On to Jonathan Komagum. And Komagum fails to finish. And Suka Fadul fails to finish. Very poor by Suka Fadul. Rembert for the 3. And this Sentongo just very calm with possession. On to Mabor. Sentongo, 3 ball. Now Sentongo again steps out of bounds. Rambert will sit. Banza will come on. Deng will come on. Out goes Mabor. Beautiful game this. Uganda basketball at its finest. This is what playoffs is all about. Joel Banza takes out Patrick Rambert. Joel Banza will keep going. That's a goaltending. That's a goaltending. That's a decision from the referee. There's a whistle. Just waiting for the decision. Just waiting for referee David Sefuma. It's taking long for them to decide. And what's the decision? It's a pushing foul. It's going to be 2 free throws. So that's a foul on Deng. Joel Banza will shoot 2 free throws. He only has 2 points so far. Misses. Poor stuff by Joel Banza. He gets the second, nothing but the net. He redeems himself. Now Michael Tieno. Fadul Suka. Omanye. That's a turnover by Omanye. Now Joel Banza to Munaba. Munaba to the basket. Ties the game at 48 points apiece. Nice stuff by... Very nice stuff by the Oilers. Just tying the game. Looks like Coach Mike Sega calls for timeout. So timeout to the Rezlife Saints. 48 points apiece. Edgar Munaba attacking the basket very, very strong. 52.5 seconds to the end of the third quarter. This game can go either way. The fans at the Lugogo Arena loving this one. Uganda basketball continues to rise with the crowd growing day in, day out. 52 seconds on the clock. The Rezlife Saints competing today. Will inbound. Otieno picks up Omanye. Omanye almost loses the ball. 12 seconds on the 24-second clock. Still possession to the Rezlife Saints. Now Otieno trying to cook. Tough one by Otieno. And there's a foul by Raymond Ayesiga. By Joel Banza. The referee is actually called Raymond Ayesiga. Almost made a mistake. It's going to be 2 free throws for the Saints. They can recapture the lead. Captain Mike Otieno. Gets the first one. Nothing but the net. He gets 2 for 2. Nicely done by the captain. He now has 11 points. The Saints with more than 5 team fouls in this quarter. Banza to Komagoum. And Komagoum is fouled. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First personal foul for Elvis Ntongo. Jonathan Komagoum will shoot 2 free throws. He has 2 points. Gets the first one. Makes it a 1-point difference. He gets 1 for 2. On to Joel Komagoum again, and this time he finishes. He finishes in style. And just like that, the Oilers have a 1-point lead. And that's a foul. Poor defense. Very poor defense by Bale Fayed. And Otieno Mike will shoot 2 free throws. He was 100% on his last trip to the free throw line. Can he get 2 for 2 again? He'll shoot 2 free throws. And there goes Mike Otieno. Ties the game. Makes the first one. Captain Mike, can he give the Saints the lead? Yes, he gets 2 for 2. And Mike will go to the bench. Mike now has 14 points. On to Joel Banza. Joel to beat the buzzer. And he just hits iron, and we'll finally come to the end of the third quarter. What an action-packed game this. The Rezlife Saints going to the break with a 1-point lead. It's 52 points to the Saints and 51 to the Oilers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's winning time, pressure time here at the MTN Arena. In pressure always creates diamonds. What do both teams have in their bags of tricks? Jermaine Jr. Vachon back into the game. He takes out Edgar Munaba and Patrick Rambis on the floor. Bale Fayed will sit. Joel Banza guarding Mike Otieno. Now Mike to the basket. Mike misses. I guess who gets the rebound? Komagum Jonathan. Rambit will be going to the basket. Very easy stuff. Well, was Suka Fadul looking? Was the helping man on defense? And it's another lead change. Ajang, Deng turns over. Tries getting Suka Fadul. But there's the turnover. Now Vachon. Now Patrick Rambit. Patrick Rambit with the floater. And that is a foul. It's actually an offensive. But Patrick Rambit picks up his second personal foul. Possession back to the Saints. Now Mike Otieno directing traffic. Chris Omanya on the bench. Free ball. Omagum with another rebound. And Mike Otieno with the steal. Gets the 2 points. Makes it look very, very easy. Poor stuff by the Oilers. And Banza on to Komagum. That's a foul. Komagum will shoot 2 free throws. Jonathan Komagum, who has been a regular at the free throw line. He has 5 points. He's 3 for 6 from the charity line. 50%. It's a 1-point lead for the Saints. And Jonathan gets one, ties the game. He now has 6 points. He gets 1 for 2. And Landry almost getting the rebound. That's a foul by Vashon. It's actually a side ball. Edwin Ekau stepped out of bounds. Possession back to the Oilers. Now Roberts floats one up, and guess who gets the rebound? For Magum again. Joel onto Vashon. Vashon will shoot 2 free throws for the Oilers. Answer Joel with yet another beautiful pass. It's tied at 54 points apiece. And Vashon gets one. Gets 2 for 2, and the Saints with the lead. And Niku gets the rebound again. Now Joel Banza goes coast to coast, gets 2 more points. Another assist for Patrick Rambert. Then with 3 personal fouls. And Ekau Edwin off balance. Another foul for Jermaine Jr. And that's Jermaine's 3rd personal foul. It's a 4-point lead for the Oilers. Double substitution for the Saints. Michael Tieno and Suka Fadul will sit. Chris Omani back into the game. My ball back into the game too. In and out by Edwin Ekau, who's stuck at 18 points. He's yet to make a basket in this quarter. Gets the second. Patrick cooking into Landry, hopes for the 3. Actually misses everything. Orikua. Edwin Ekau to tie the game. Edwin Ekau with the triple, ties the game. Beautiful stuff by Edwin Ekau. He's tied at 58 points apiece. Banza Joel will be going to the basket. And there goes Banza with the rebound. Offensive rebound. Gets the 2 points. Ekau goes for the reverse. Ties the game again. Instead at 60 points apiece, 24 points for Edwin Ekau. Now Vashon, money. Vashon cashes in, gets 2 easy points. Ekau again, bang, bang! Edwin Ekau with another cold-blooded triple. He now has 27 points and is a 1-point lead for the Saints. To Magum. Now Vashon to the basket. That was too easy. Come on, Rezlife Saints. It's a timeout to Coach Moses Okwera. It's a 1-point lead for the Oilers. Vashon Jermaine Jr. that's keeping the Oilers alive. He has 8 points, 64 points to the Oilers and 63 to the Saints. Adrian Nikau has gone for 27 points so far. We still have a lot of time on the clock. Uganda basketball at its finest. Possession to the Rezlife Saints. 5 minutes, 38 seconds, 63 to the Saints, 64 to the Oilers. The game living according to the billing. Very exciting game this. Now we cow again for the long two. Just a rebound. Nando Dikumana cleans the glass. Rambit, Komagum, Rambit for the three, puts one up, and fails to get it. He was all alone. Now a cow cooking, doing too much. He loses possession. He should play with his teammates with the game on the line. He needs to share the ball a little bit more. He's better playing off the ball. No, Joel Banza left all alone. The beautiful stuff by Joel Banza. Steps through. We had the defense of the Saints lost. Now, oh my goodness, there goes Christopher Manye, ties the game. Lots of offensive prowess by the Oilers today. Now Joel on to Vashon. Vashon fakes. Tough shot by Vashon. And Banza fakes for the three, and that's a travel. That's a poor call by the referee. There was definitely no travel in that one. But to error is to human. I mean, the ref is human. It's understandable. We're still tied at 66 points apiece. 3 minutes, 40 seconds. Manya Christopher cooking. Both teams with 2 team fouls so far. That's a stolen ball by Joel Banza. He picks up Vashon. Energy by Vashon. It's 2 points for Vashon. He now has double digits. He has 10 points. Beautiful stuff by Jonathan Komagum. And Michael Tieno will get back into the game. Out goes Hon Kwani, who was 13 points. Who was very hot in the third quarter. Was gone very cold in the fourth quarter. Banza just slowing the game, tying his shoelaces. Well-deserved rest for Banza. He looks worn out. Now Otieno trying to cook. Otieno, Mike, cooking. Oh my goodness, beautiful pass. And that's a travel. That's a 24-second clock violation. It was actually a travel and a 24-second clock violation at the same time. Now Vashon just taking over the fourth quarter. Him and Joel Banza have been at their best in the fourth quarter. Vashon back to the basket, rejected. And Landry Ndikumana on to Komagum. And Komagum fumbles possession. It's back to the Saints, 2 minutes, 29 seconds. It looks like Christopher Omanye goes to the ground, goes to the floor. Very big player for the Rezlife Saints. I hope he's not out injured. Chris Omanye will go to the bench. Very exciting game this. Winning time here at the MTN Lugogo Arena. The game can still go either way. Christopher Omanye down injured. Looks like a concussion for Christopher Omanye. Just trying to gain his consciousness, assisted by the Fuba Medical. Kwani back into the game, replaces Christopher. Now Gatete, every possession matters. This is where legends are made. Gatete, very patient with the ball. Gatete, tough shot, and look who picks the rebound. Joel Banza. 2 minutes, 5 seconds. No team in the bonus. That's a foul, poor defense by Hon Kwani. It's a pushing foul on Hon Kwani. Just picks up his first personal. It's actually his third personal. Pressure time here. Now Ndikumana Landry. Rambet Patrick. Stops and pops. Tries to get the money. Mike Otieno. Otieno again. Left all alone. Being very patient. And the cow in and out. On to Rambet. Now Banza. On to Vashon. And there goes Jonathan Komagum. With the offensive rebound, stretches the lead to 4 points. Coming in very, very clutch. Komagum with 8 points. Now Hon Kwani looking for options, stops for the three. And Komagum with yet another rebound. Beautiful stuff by Komagum. He has been very, very clutch today. Just a couple of seconds to the end of the game. And Patrick Rambet onto Komagum. And Komagum is fouled. He'll shoot 2 more free throws. Oh my goodness, Komagum Jonathan He has 12 rebounds and 8 points. Magum Jonathan will shoot 2 free throws. He misses the first one. He misses 2 for 2. Just another rebound to the Rezlife Saints. Now Kwani with a rejection. It's a Ajang. Now Kwani. That's a tough one by Kwani. My Gatete for the 3. And Gatete misses. And Joel Banza on the races. Gets the 2 points. And it's going to be a timeout. Joel Banza coming through very, very big for the Oilers. He has 11 points and 7 assists. Come on, Joel Banza. Come on, Rezlife Saints. It's 66 points to the Saints and 72 points to the Oilers. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. The arena at the MTN at the Lugogo grounds is very, very electric. Vashon with 10 points, Komagum with 8 points and 13 rebounds. Patrick Rambet with 14 points. Landry Ndikumana leading all scoring with 15 points. And Edwin Nekau, the leading scorer in the game today, with 27 points. Michael Tieno with 15 and Hon Kwani with 13. 16.7 seconds on the clock. It's a 6-point lead for the Oilers. On to Ekau Edrin. Ekau for the 3. And Joel Banza on the races again. Beautiful and smart play by Banza. It looks like the Saints will not play any defense. And that's the final buzzer here at the MTN Arena Lugogo. And the City Oilers have done it again. They take game 2 in convincing fashion and now lead this best of 5 semi-final series by 2-0 over the Rezlife Saints. What a professional performance from the Oilers. They controlled the tempo, executed their game plan, and delivered in the biggest moments. Championship experience once again shines through as they move to within 1 victory over another trip to the National Basketball League Finals. Credit to the Rezlife Saints. They competed with heart, showed resilience, and never backed down. But tonight belonged to the Oilers, who found another gear when it mattered most and proved why they remain one of the league's premier playoff teams. This series is now the series now reaches a critical stage. The Oilers are now 1 win away from closing out the semi-final, while the Rezlife Saints must now win 3 straight games to keep their season alive. The pressure couldn't be greater heading into game 3. The fans here at Lugogo have witnessed another night of high-quality basketball, playoff basketball, and the City Oilers have seized complete control of the series. Final score from the MTN Arena: 66 to the Rezlife Saints and 72 points to the City Oilers. The Oilers win game 2 and take a commanding 2-0 series lead over the Rezlife Saints. Congratulations to the Oilers on another outstanding playoff performance. Thank you for joining us. Travel safely and we'll see you for Game 3, where the Oilers will have their first opportunity to book their place in the National Basketball League Finals. Good night from Kampala. I've been your host, Vinny Jurua. Mama out. The game was nice. Pardon?